Alright, howdy, hello guys, we are back at it again with another video, rapid video. So these are instructional, nice, exit out of this, save space. These are instructional rapid videos. I play some blitz videos too, but today I want to play a rapid, preferably a longer game, where I can go over my thought process and have a clean game, improve at chess. Road to 2300, let's go! Road to 2300. These take a long time sometimes, so while we're waiting, let's pull up some chess tempo tactics if it takes a while. If it takes too long, I'll play a 10 plus 5. However, I prefer a 15 plus 10. Tactitos. Okay. King f2. Don't I just have this? Why is it lagging? Okay. Oh, I see. So he has no checks. There's no checks with the queen. If I go here, threading, and then I get the forky, and then I'm not going to promote, but I'm going to win every pawn. Like so. And I'm going to win the endgame because he's completely boxed off. And when he promotes, I go here and I defend the pawn. And it's an easy win. He's got to give way. He goes here, then I push. That's a little quick tactic. So we're not getting a 15 plus 10. I'm just going to get a quick 10 plus 5 for time purposes. That was a cool little tactic. So rook sack, threatening promotion. Key, there was no queen checks. And then queen takes, knight takes, forky take. We sack our pawn and we win all his pawns and win the endgame. And our knight defends our only pawn left. Cool. Let's get a game! Come on! Actually, I can play. My friend is online if he wants to play. Let's challenge him. He's a blitz guy only, though, so it's going to be tough if he wants to play. If not, we'll do a rapid. I don't want to wait too long here. I'll give it 10 more seconds. If he doesn't respond, then I'll go back and play a rapid game. Okay, let's go play a rapid game. Let's get a game. Please get a game quick. Finally. Good. Go back here. Good stuff. Let's play e4. Best by test. Cool. Sicilian. Let's play my Alapin. This is already instructive, so get a decently high-rated opponent. From Russia, from Serbia. Oh, he's got a good blitz rating, too, so this is a good player. So let's go here. He's got a healthy blitz rating. Okay, let's go here. So this is going to be a good game. I like this knight a3 line of the Alapin. This is all theory, so I'm not commenting much. And then I like this quick knight c4, threatening the fork. I like this line a lot. So if I take, let's slow down. If I take, I can go here, right? No, he can play knight d7 and stop that. So just keep the tension. It's advisable. But then I guess he has this. No, but then I have queen f3, right? No, because I want the queen to be there, not the knight. So already interesting here. Bishop f4 is so a lot, already very interesting position here. A lot of candidate moves. Knight f3, bishop f4 I'm looking at now. Put the bishop. Actually, I'm going to rule out bishop f4. The bishop, I don't know where it wants to go just yet. So I'm going to rule that out. So knight f3. But if knight f3 here, I want to go queen f3. And I guess he's got here, there. And then a bishop b7. Okay, let's just play simple. I don't want to burn too much time. Knight f3. Expecting b5. In which case I'm going to go there. He just develops. Logical. Let's just develop and do the same. He's just content for a game. So we've got 3 minor pieces out. He's only got 1 because the queen's moved twice. So he can develop here, and then we've got 3 minor pieces, and he's got 2. We've got a 1 minor piece. We've got a 1 tempi lead because he moved his queen twice. I moved my knight twice, but we've got, so yeah, like I said, we've got 3 minors out, and he's got 2. We've got a 1 tempi lead. Not much because it's not much in this position. I'm just playing for the structure. I'm just playing a chess position right now. Just playing chess. Road to 2300. Let's go, baby. But focus on the game, good quality chess. So I'm going to slow down here and think what my next move wants to be. I think if he just castles, bishop e3 is a good candidate move. Because threatening to take on c5, of course. In which case he'll probably take preemptively. So let's look at the position, broadly speaking. We've got easy development. I think white's better, slightly better, because our pawns are good. We've got a nice pawn chain, d4, c3, b2, c3, d4. Our bishops, this bishop's okay. This bishop's got free scope. Our knights are both good. Key. For him, his knight's out, his bishop's okay. His big problem is the light square bishop. It doesn't know where it wants to go. However, I'm now seeing he's got a quick b5 and bishop b7. So he can solve that pretty quickly, that little issue. So probably equal. White's a little better, but not much probably. I guess I'll just go here. I'm going to play my first move. I'm threatening to take on c5, of course, because the bishop protects. Would protect the pawn on c5 after a take. If he recaptures, which way do I want to retake? Maybe with the queen to trade, with an eye of trading queens. I think he'll probably trade the queens there, and then knight takes. So he goes here, as expected. This threatens this, but he's going to play bishop e7, of course, pretty quickly. But I don't see anything. I mean, yeah, let's go here. We're threatening this and this. 2 threats. If he just plays bishop b7 calmly, then I take and we win a pawn. A good pawn at that, too. I guess he can probably win it back. No, because then we have b4. Yeah, we would have b4 there, wouldn't we? Now, if we take... Okay, good move. If we take, he's going to take and damage our structure and then take. Okay, good move. However, I think we have a better move. Slow down, Colby. What am I saying? There's no knight c6. I'm a dummy. The knight on b8 protects c6. There's no knight c6. So that was stupid. There's no knight c6. Duh. Wake up, Colby. So oftentimes the first game of the day, it's a little early in the morning, 12 now, but I woke up a little late. I'm a little rusty a little slow tactically. It just takes time for me to get the chess juices flowing. So, yeah, this is a good move probably. He's moving the same piece twice, though. Can I exploit that? I mean, if I take, he takes, take on c5, knight takes e3, queen takes d8, rook takes d8. I've got to recapture. And then he takes and he's hitting the weak pawn. He's better there for sure, for sure. So that's not good. It's a nice little clever move. Queen d2 is an option. Queen a4 one day. Getting a little low on time. Let's play queen d2. Now we're renewing the threat, because now if he takes, I take back with the queen. Keep my structure intact, and I protect this pawn. And then he could maybe win it back, but I don't think he can, because I get a quick b4. And if a5, we just play a3. If there's a take, my rook is protected, because my rooks are connected now. If you could follow that. So basically, I'm threatening to take on c5 now. Yeah, he gets the bishop pair. It doesn't matter though, because it's a clean pawn. I'm protecting the pawn with my queen. If he goes knight d7 to win it back, b4, if you could visualize that. With the pawn in c5, the pawn in b4, and the pawn in c3. And yeah, my pawn structure is weird, but a pawn's a pawn. I'm up a clean pawn there. White's better. So that's the threat. Let's see what he does. Of course, he's going to address it somehow. I mean, he could just take, but then he kind of helps my knight, and then I've got both knights pointing at c6. Then that is a threat. And now he can never move his knight to the option. So my knight on e5 is having a great clamping effect because he can never move his knight to the desirable c6 square because it's covered. So if he goes knight d7, then I go here and I win the bishop here. Yeah, so he's preparing knight c6. Smart. And now he's defending that. Logical, very logical. So he's preparing knight c6. And he's defending this. Dual purpose move. Like I said, all the best moves in chess are dual purpose moves. There's an ambulance in Japan. So if I take... Bishop takes... Queen takes... No, it's not much. Bishop take... Yeah, it's not much there at all. That's not. I don't want to get rid of all the pressure. I have an advantage here. I don't want to get rid of all the pressure. It's not much. So that's not good. I want to keep the tension as long as possible. So rook c1 comes to mind, but I don't want to take with the pawn and damage my structure if I don't have anything immediate, which I don't. I want to take with the knight or the queen or with the knight. Cognizant of the time here. I want to get the bishop here, but it just bishop f3 would be beautiful, but it just takes so I can't do it feasibly here. It takes too long. If I take bishop takes, no, because the queen hits my other knight. This knight's protected by 2. Okay, I want to keep the tension. I don't want to take. Okay, that's easy enough to see. Let's play. I don't just want to play a rook move for the sake of playing a rook move. I'd like to play a good move, but I'm getting a little low on time. But he's got some obvious moves to play. I'd like to play a good move. But this is one of those positions that just... it's just one of those positions that I need to just play a move here. a4 looks very interesting. Biting, striking at this. I like that. Let's play a4. Threat is take, and this is undefended. He could play bishop b7 probably and defend it though. But then I'm still going to take, and very much misplace the bishop. The bishop's misplaced on a8. Not horrible for him, but it's misplaced. So he's going to need to probably use a tempo getting it out of a8. So that's our pseudo threat here. If he plays bishop here, I'm going to quickly take. Oh, what am I saying? The bishop's on it too. So the bishop's on it too. I'm expecting pawn b4 for sure, because the bishop's. I would take if the bishop's here, and I'd win a pawn. So yeah, what am I saying? a4 is even better because it applies immediate pressure on the b5 pawn with my pawn and my bishop. So it's a good move. b4 is probably the only move. I mean, not the only move, but probably the best move here. b4. Yeah, I don't see anything besides b4 that's really good. This I just take it. I mean, no. Yeah. So after b4, I could even play this. Yeah, I could play let me calculate. b4, c4. Takes on d4. Takes on d5. No, he wins a pawn. b4, c4. Knight takes, yeah, b4, c4. Do I want to play c4 though? It's so committal, but I'm up in tempi. c4, knight takes e3, queen takes e3. c4 looks pretty committal. I like to keep that pawn chain intact. But again, I do want to... I don't have a lot of time. This is a move based on intuition. I'll talk about it more in the post game. My intuition just says play c4. I haven't calculated everything, but I'm getting low on time. I'm going to play it quickly. So if he takes, I might even take with my pawn and open up this file. Yeah, I might take with my pawn. It looks interesting. It looks very dynamic. I like it. Queen's fine too. I mean, queen, yeah. But the pawn is interesting, because then if he takes, if I take here and he takes, I take with my pawn too. Is there something to be said for pawn takes? Queen takes is more obvious though. Do I have an attack at all? Pawn takes. If I can get a quick, if I could take with the pawn and get a quick d5, it'd be beautiful. There's not a big follow-up there, but if I can get... Again, I'm up in development. I've got 4 pieces developed. He's only got 2. So I like to strike soon, energetically, if I can. So I might be able to. Pawn takes or queen takes? Queen takes is safer. What's my follow-up with queen takes? Queen takes, I have knight e3, knight d3 putting pressure. No, because then he just defends. I don't want to move backwards, so yeah. F takes, I open up the file. It's just so enticing for some reason. You know what? I'm actually gonna play F takes. I like it. It's enticing. I take through the center. Now if he can, I mean, he doesn't want to take because I take with my e-pawn. And I regain the big duo in the center. Maybe rook d8, but then this is weak, and my knight's already here applying pressure, plus my rook when this knight moves one day. And this enables a quick here. I liked how this is shaping out. I mean, yeah, he protects it more. I could still play 1, 2... Maybe b3 and rook d. I need time. I have time now. I don't want to waste time here. Time is important in this position. Of the essence. d5. No. d5 I don't like because then he pins me. No, but then I could play here. And this is protected. Ooh. That's good. As they say in the Nemo movie. d5. Pinsky here. Make sure this is guarded. d5, take here, here. He can't now. I don't have a lot of time here, man. I have no time. I'm just gonna play this. I want to make this as interesting as possible and instructive for the YouTube. I mean, if I lose and I learn. That's the most important thing. e4, getting the big center is my next move. I think he should take because it forces this, but then it helps my bishop kind of too. So double-edged. No matter what, I'm going to play e4 next move. Key, these knights protect each other because his queen's on them. And maybe here, right? And then I've got to do something about the knights. Yeah, and it's hard to... I'd love to get this and this, but no, because then f6 with the knight, with the... I'm pinned. So, yeah, that might be a little issue. This move might be an issue. Yeah. Maybe this was a little ambitious. Because now I'm seeing bishop f6 might be really strong. Well, no, this is defended. This is defended. I can just... Actually, bishop f6 is not as strong as it looks. I pivot knight e4. Key move. Really strong reply for white. Very strong. This is defended, and I'm threatening the bishop and tearing him apart. So bishop f6 doesn't work. Maybe this way is better. And then I still come back. No, I'd have to go here because my queen needs to stay on here. If bishop here, and I go back, I'm protecting the h2 pawn with my knight, but then take, and take. I guess then I could take. But then he takes. I take. He takes. I take the rook in the corner. Ah, that's crazy. I've definitely got this position. It's crazy. It's a calculation heavy position. It's a dynamic position. So bishop there. I can go back, and then if takes, takes a pawn. I take a pawn. I could even take the pawn on b4. That's where we're going to get played. Awesome. Beautiful. So, like I said, I can go here because he can't take this pawn. 1, 2. If he takes a pawn, I'm going to take a pawn. And then if he takes a piece, I take a piece. Let's calculate that again. Knight back, knight here. Takes. I take a pawn equal. He takes a piece, I take a piece, and I'm hitting the rook on a8. That's the whole thing. So I don't think he can just take that. I mean, yeah, I don't think he can just take that, right? The safe move is just here, obviously. I don't have time to calculate this, though. I just don't have time to calculate this, do I? You know what? I'm going to bail out. I'm going to look at that in the postmortem. I'm going to look at the take with my knight here, and then this variation. And if he takes, I take, and I'm hitting the rook. I just don't have time, and I want to play quick e4 and just solidify. I don't have time. I'm going to definitely look at that. That's one of the first things I'm going to do in the postmortem. So this is move 17. Should I have played knight g4 or knight d3? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it does. We'll see. Now I'm okay. I expected that, and my idea was just to come back here. Do I have better in between move? No. Okay, so just come back here. Maybe he wants to shove here, but then I'm going to play it quick here to stop him from playing it. Yeah. If he goes here, I'm going to play quickly here. Now this pawn's tender. I mean, I'm hitting it right now. I guess not, because he could take a pawn, or he can't, because then my bishop's on his rook. So he has development issues, right? He has some development issues here. Because his rook in the corner, he can never just take a pawn. He doesn't want to. This is a monster bishop, and this knight's not doing a lot right now. So now, rook c8 makes some sense. Or actually, I want to improve my bishop, don't I? I don't have any time. I just got to move here. So this position's not critical tactically, but it's critical in the sense that it became dynamic quick. I've got a weak pawn on e3, which is true, but maybe I should have played this last move. Yeah, I probably should have played this last move. Would have been strong, probably. Getting rid of it. I just don't have any time here. This guy's playing really fast. I just don't have any time here. Yeah, e4 is what I want to play here. I don't think he's going to let me, of course, but I would love to play it if I can. He's got knight b6. Double attack. But then I'm probably just going to go gambit mode. I'm just going to play here. If knight takes... Okay, he goes the other way, stopping this. Probably logical. Double attack. Let's play quickly here. Let's gain some time. Now I can't play e4, unfortunately, because he stops it, which a good player would do. I mean, that's the move. And now what do I want to do? Let's see. Let's see. You know what? This square looks juicy, right? Knight h3, knight f4 to here looks really good. And this is covered if he takes. That's a maneuver. But if I go knight h4, knight h3, he could plop this in with tempo. Yeah. Does that do I care, though? Don't I just go here, then? Yeah, I just move my queen, then, if he does that. I think I want to go knight h3, knight f4. I want to get this. And this is even a fork. But it's just a monster on that square. And he plays it now. So I'm going to take, and now his pawn blocks it. Oh no, I just blundered. This is stupid. That was dumb. I'm blundering this. I don't have any. That's the product of not having any time, right? Let's make it crazy. I'm gonna come in here now. He can take it. I'm gonna gambit it. I can't do anything else about it. This rook is protected by this one. Key. This is a big threat. Actually, take first is more precise, because if king takes, I fork, and if rook takes, I go here and there's no check on the rook. So my threat is rook takes on f8. Check. Whatever way he takes, even if bishop takes. I guess he could take with the bishop, but then I'm still going to come in here. So I'm not worried about this. This is protected well. This is fine because this pawn is weak, but his pawn blocks it. This is a key strategical positional concept, so he can't easily get at my pawn now. So it's fine. 16 seconds. Okay, he goes for it. I guess this is a nice move, huh? This maneuver. No, he can't. Can I go here? Oh, this is a monster check. I win the queen. If he doesn't see it, he's low on time too. This is a monster check. Now that his bishop is off here, I could push. I win the queen. And I've got. Okay, he stops it. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? I can't think. I just gotta move here. I just gotta move here. Okay, let's go here. I like my position a lot. Queen f2. I can't talk much because we're low on time. Queen f2 is incoming. That's a beautiful move. Darn it. Gosh darn it. That's a really good move. That's a really good move, huh? Let's go here. It's really nice because I wanted to come here. He saw, so I want to come here now and threaten checkmate. He can't take in time because I threatened checkmate. That's a good move, but I'm still going to come in here and threaten the mate. Now, I would like to keep the pieces on, right? So let's go here. Let's keep all the potential. I've got the threats here. I don't want to trade the pieces. Let's come in here. I don't have a lot of time, but let's come in here and threaten a potential mate. Let's come in here and hit the queen and then come in here and threaten checkmate. Let's come right here and threaten checkmate. Up a pawn, cool. Let's threaten checkmate though, more importantly. How is he going to stop checkmate, right? Okay. Let's check first, more precisely. And then we check. And it's with this, and then mate. Beautiful game! Very much well worth it. And 1 point away from 2,300. Let's analyze that. That was a really nice game. I'm sure the middle game I made a lot of mistakes. There's a few key things I want to look at, especially move 17. He's already looking at it and analyzing it. So let's see. I was low on time too. I didn't panic, didn't pressure. Improvement. In the past I would have. That's improvement. Just stay calm and zen. So let's see right now. He's already analyzing it for us so we can see. So far he's made a lot more blunders, especially in the in-game. I played a pretty clean in-game. No blunders in the in-game. Wow, I played a fairly clean game for a super complicated tactical 35 move game that was very tactical. I played very clean. 2 inaccuracies. 2 mistakes. One was in the end game in the beginning, and 1 blunder, which was in the middle game, probably move 17. Move 18, yeah. So that was, and he made five inaccuracies, 1 mistake, and 4 blunders in the end game when I won. 88% for me, 80% for him. 34% Senti pawn, 62. So let's see. So I play my Alapin. I like to play. This is what I prefer to play against the Sicilian. I know a decent amount of theory, but more importantly, I know the concepts and ideas. D5 is the main move. I play this too against it. And knight f6 is another way to play. Strike at the e4 pawn. Takes. My knight a3 move. A6, my knight c4 move, which is the top move of the engine too. This is all theory. Queen a8. Queen d8 is a move I've seen a lot of people play. It's the second best move. Actually, white already gets a big advantage. After queen d8, it's an inaccuracy, the engine says. White already gets a big advantage. The only move the computer says to stop white from getting a big edge is knight d7, which he didn't play to cover this. Looks a little awkward. He didn't play it. So he played what I've seen a lot of people play. White's already almost +1, almost 1 pawn, almost +1, 0.8. So d takes c5, what I said in the game. I said, should I do this? This is the move. And then this in-game. We get this in-game. But do I have anything here? I mean, yeah, b4. Why can't he... Oh. No. Knight here first? Oh, we're trapping the... Almost trapping the bishop. That's beautiful. Yeah, we're almost trapping the bishop. I mean, yeah, he's got... Okay, bishop a7. Knight d6. Yeah, and we're going to win a piece or here. The only way to stop it is maybe here without check, and then we're going to win the rook. That's a beautiful line. Okay. So I should have went for... Good to know. When they play queen d8, I could take here. Very interesting. Because of this endgame. I'm going to look at it one more time. Takes. Bishop takes. And b4. Key counterintuitive move. b5 is the only move. And I get the bishop pair. It gets super sharp. Wow. I like this for white a lot. I'm already up a pawn and the bishop pair. Computer says a little bit. Okay. So here... what did I play? Just developing sensible move, the second best move. So I looked at the 2 best candidate moves. I actually looked at the 3 best candidate moves, which shows that I know what's going on in this position. I have a good general feel for it, right? Because I've played it thousands of times probably. Hundreds if not thousands of times. D takes c5, what I looked at first. Knight f3, what I played. And bishop e3 were my 3 candidate moves. So I've got a good feel for this position. I play knight f3. Good to know. Good to know. Takes on d takes c5 is a move. Good to know when they play queen d8. In the future, I know. Knight f3, knight f6, best. Bishop e2 is the best move. Yep, I've got a good feel for this position. I play the top engine move here. Bishop e2. Bishop e2. Bishop e7 is the top move. Yeah, he plays the top move. Bishop e7. I castle. He should castle here, is what I thought. Or take on c4. He played queen c7, which I guess is the 3rd best move. No, he played castle. He played the best move too, so he pretty much the best move. D takes c5 still is the best. What did I play? I played a suboptimal move here. It's not an inaccuracy, but it's not a top engine move. Okay, bishop e3. Why is d takes c5? Is it the same thing? b4? a4. Just positional. Just playing it positionally, okay. So, bishop e3. One second, folks. Let me charge my computer. Low on battery. Okay, I'm back. Just had to charge it. So bishop e3, b5. Okay, 3rd best move. Okay, b5, knight e5, knight ce5. Knight d5 is the best move. Knight d5 is the top move, and he plays the top move. queen d2. This is where I didn't know what to do. So a4, what I played the following move, I played the next move, is the best move. I should have played it right here, though. I should have just played a4 right here. Again, striking. Putting pressure. Keep putting pressure with the pawn and the bishop, and his rook's undefended. That's the key. So the threat is take. So I spiced it up and made it super crazy. Knight d5. Queen d2 was a mistake. I played here, and c4 would have been good for him. That's very counterintuitive. Just closing it up. I guess giving himself time to develop. Or here, but or just c takes d4. What did he play for time's sake? I don't want this video to go too long. Okay, queen c7, slightly inaccurate. I play a4 here, which is still the best move. I just found it a move late, but still it's fine, about equal. b4, of course, is the best. Or, actually no, b takes a4 is the best. So b takes a4, yeah. Sometimes it is okay to do it. You just have to calculate concretely if it's okay to do it. I guess this pawn's a little tender, but fine for now. b4 looks logical. Looks like the most human move, but it's an inaccuracy. And I played c4, which isn't the best. I played an inaccuracy back. C takes b4, and then c takes d4. And then queen. He can still pick it up. f6. This is a crazy computer line. Knight d3. Yeah, this is where chess gets very complicated. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen any of this. This is a crazy computer line. Okay. c4 takes. Yes! I'm proud to see and to say that f takes e3 was the best move. Queen takes looks more logical, but f takes is the best. Take to the center. Connect the pawn in the center. If he takes, open up my rook, most importantly, which won the game for me, pretty much. F takes a3. You'll see later on. Knight d7. He played bishop b7. Probably, yeah, fine too. d5 is the best move. I played d5. Yes! I'm proud of myself this game. I played a good game. Outside of the one blunder. d5. Best move. It gets super hairy here. Bishop f6 isn't good because of this. Yep. And he has to play knight d7 to give the bishop here. Bishop d6 the best move, which he played. Bishop d6. It gets super hairy here. Yes, knight d. I was correct. Yeah, yatta! Yatta! I'm happy. So, knight. I was looking at knight d3, which is the second best move. But knight g4, my move is the best move. Here, let's look at it. Takes, takes. He could take a pawn. But then, I take. And he can't. Oh, can he? Yeah, I guess rook here. Don't I just go here? Yeah, but that looks very hairy. I guess so. The computer just says cold-blooded this. And then queen here. That's pretty cold-blooded. Yeah, to play queen f2. I'm down to pawn here, but I've got a lot of comp. With this knight in the center, beautiful bishop. Okay. Don't want to look more. It gets messy, though. I could look later, but for the sake of time purposes, I don't want to look more. So that's one line. Knight d3, takes, takes, and takes. And then, like I said, knight b4. Knight b4 is the top move. Knight b4, threatening this. And then bishop f3, takes. And what happens if he just goes here first? Okay, knight d5 still. Yeah, okay. Still, okay. A lot to calculate there. I played the top move. Let's go. Knight g4. I think f5 was a blunder. It just doesn't feel right. Opening it up. He's opening it up when he's not developed. Still got a knight at home. I'm perfectly developed, and rooks are connected. F5 doesn't feel right. I think it's a blunder, which it is a blunder. F5, and wow, knight g5 is the best move. Really? I guess because of this, right? Well, first. Very messy. Okay. F5. And this is my only blunder of the game. Knight f2. I should have taken more time, but I didn't have any time. I had 42 seconds here. So I played it in 6 seconds, which I'm not mad at myself. I needed to play a move to avoid getting severely low on time pressure. Takes, c takes d5. Finally develops his knight on move 19, his last knight. Rook c1. Knight h3 was the best. My idea, my maneuver was the best, right? And if nothing, my maneuver, bishop c4 first, which I played, best move. And then take. Now at this point, knight g5, which I played. Bishop h2 is the best. I take. Queen d6 is the best to stop me from pushing, which he played the best move. Rook takes f8 is the best. It's still even, but I played here. I just outplayed him in a time scramble here, tactically. Takes, blunder. I'm super happy to see that. Now this is a big threat. So bishop g3 or bishop e5, bishop g3, queen d1. Yes! I'm getting better at chess. I found the only move that's completely winning. +3, queen d1. I want to play here, but it's not as good because then I blunder the pawn. So I have to stay on the pawn and facilitate this. Queen d1. Actually, of all the moves in the game, I'm most proud of this move. Queen d1. Queen e7 is the best move. Still +3, but the best move. He played it. No, he played here. And then... Oh, I didn't even see I could win the queen. So I could win the queen here. Here, pop it out, or d6 first. Okay, but I just built up the pressure here. Queen g4, I like it a lot, because then if he takes, I take with the pawn. Of course, I don't want to trade the queens. So, as you can see, d takes e6 +5, pretty much. Queen takes e6 +0.7, almost drawish. So, definitely don't want to trade the queens here with a massive attack on his king. Absolutely, you got the queen here, the bishop opened up, the rook. He's got a rook miscombobulated on a8, a queen that has to protect the bishop. So he's not coordinated here. So I want to keep the queens on. Don't take with the queen. Keep the queens on, of course, and butcher them. King h8, which is the best move. But still winning, but the best move. Rook d1 is the best move, which I didn't play. I played a mistake because I had no time. I have 9 seconds. He has 7. So time scramble at this point. Take it with a grain of salt. Played a pretty clean game. h6, and then what's the bishop d5, which is what I played. Yeah, hitting the rook, no time, because then I go here, threatening a mate. g6, and I was gonna take most precise. I'm gonna show the end. Queen f6 check. I force him onto a light square, then I could take. And then it's mate, because again, look at the rook. Remember when I took with the f pawn earlier on? Yeah, it's weak. The pawn's weak. It doesn't matter. I'm checkmating him. Dynamics trump everything else in a position like this. Queen h7. Beautiful game. I'm going to look at this more after, but I'm going to stop the video here. Very good game. Road to 2300. I'm 1 point away from 2300. But happy with this game. Thank you guys so much. I hope you learned a lot. Sorry if I'm all over the place. It's been a crazy week. So my commentary is very much all over the place, like a chicken with its head cut off, but instructive at the same time. I'll try to keep working on it. The mistake of the end game, I'm going to give myself a pass, and then because both time pressure and this move, I'm going to give myself a pass as well, because this is very hard to see with under 1 minute in a game like this that's crazy tactically, just a very dynamic game. So besides those, which I'm giving myself a pass, I played a very clean game. Very happy with this one, folks. Hope you have a good day. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. Adios.